We're recording.
Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome to the Rival Roundtable. I am Susan St. Dennis, your host for today, and we are going to be talking about sex and Christianity in relation to the theme for the Rival this week of Sex Week. So why don't we go around and introduce ourselves. I want your name, what year you are, your what branch of Christianity you are, and what's your favorite word for sex?
Hi, my name is Daniel Kramer. I'm a freshman. I'm a non-denominational Christian, and I guess my favorite word for sex is probably coitus.
What a word.
Beautiful.
Dang. My name is Emma Whitney. I'm a freshman at the College of Charleston, and I don't really have a favorite word for sex, even though that was my idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like to refer to it as sexual relations,
And what
I
denomination
guess.
are you?
Oh, I am United Methodist.
Nice. And I guess I'm Susan St. Dennis. I am a freshman here at the College of Charleston. I am also non-denominational. And my favorite word for sex is carnal knowledge. So that's pretty great, you know. I think that's a good, sums it up.
Yeah.
I don't know what context you would use that. Would you like to have some carnal knowledge with me? Would you like to partake in carnal knowledge? There you go.
No, I'm good.
That's
Thanks,
what it is.
It's the Sabbath.
Should I leave?
Probably.
I mean, sparks are flying. All right,
doors
sparks are flying here at
Anyway.
the Rival Roundtable. So why don't we just open this up and talk about what... Oh my god, I totally forgot. I'm gonna look at the phone real quick. We'll edit this part. Just... I'm just trying to see... Okay. So, discussion time. Why don't we open this up, and we're just going to bring this to the college itself. And what has it been like being a Christian who here at the College of Charleston? How has that affected? What has that been like? Because, you know, fun fact of it. Well, yeah, with sex in general. Because, I mean, this is, first off, we're number 12 on the party school list. For those of you who don't know, if you want to come to CFC, come for the parties. What else are you, like, why else would you come? I don't know.
I don't know.
Cocaine and
Not
parties.
for the education.
College of Charleston. Not for the honors college. That's not why you're here. You're here for the drugs. But anyway, so yeah, we have ourselves a bit of a reputation for our nightly activities. And, you know, being a Christian, how does that affect things? How does it make you feel? Has that changed the way that you know, live your life here at the college? Or, you know, how has that been?
It's actually kind of funny that you say that in, like, such a way that, I mean, most people would think that, you know, you come to college and at least if you grew up in a Christian home, you kind of, you know, you put that aside for a little bit and you explore other things and different things. But at least for me, just in a personal light, I've actually, like, kind of grown more in spirituality in the last, like, 6 or 7 months, which I didn't really think was going to happen. That's not what I was expecting.
No, yeah.
But I think it's great, though. And especially in a community that, you know, is not as, like, doesn't foster that as much. I think that's interesting. And then also, like, in relationship to sexuality, I mean, like...
Yeah.
It's just, there's a new... It's like a new perspective because it's okay, you know. Everybody's got their own things going on. They're all doing their own thing, and it's okay. And it's great that everyone can still interact with each other and have those things. That's good.
In my church, we focus a lot on, like, radical love and all that. So everything was presented to me as a personal choice, and you don't have the right to tell someone else to do something or to act a certain way, or judge them for it, for what they do. So, like, I don't see any of that type of behavior as inherently bad or sinful. So it's just, like, they're doing what they do. I have been to some get-togethers in my day. Very wholesome. And, yeah, it's just, if anyone needs me, I'm here. There's certain things that I am okay with personally and things that I'm not okay with, and I just act based off of that and don't judge others.
Yeah, so that's very interesting. So for you, it's become it's a very personal choice, and that's how you were raised. Because it's interesting because for me, the way that I was raised is my church is extremely conservative, and it was definitely a very judgmental situation. We had a very small population in my church. We originally had about 200 members, and then drama happened and we got down to like 50, and once that happened, I mean, it was a very closed community. Everyone knew everything about you, and if you even took one step off the normal path at the church, I mean, you were considered insane. I was one of those people. I wore heels, and everyone thought it was a whore. It was great. Anyway, no, but I love it. But anyway, so for me, it was definitely, I was raised to judge in a way. You were supposed to guide people to the light, if that made sense, which is it's not a good way to make friends, especially not in college. It's not a place where you would want
to. Liberal arts college.
Yeah,
that's not gonna fly with a lot of
you're
people.
not. It's not gonna go
also,
over
like,
very well.
just in a more general sense of like being a Christian, that's not.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not what it's about.
It's not.
About
Yeah.
judging people. It's
It literally says in the Bible that that's not your job.
That's literally,
It's
exactly.
God's
Like,
job.
Don't do that.
Don't, please stop.
It's okay.
Stop doing my work for me.
Like, come on.
Anyway, but kind of tying it back to sex itself, like just the general term sex. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about sex? Are you someone where you're very much like no sex before marriage? That is my opinion. Or are you someone who's like, be free, express yourself?
I kind of like break it down into like two different parts, because it's like personally, I hold myself to like a more strict standard. I don't think I should have sex before marriage, and I hold myself to some other stricter standards. But for others, I mean, be free, explore. This is the time to do it. They say,
exactly.
And like, and it's okay. Like, you're not going to be judged in my eyes for that.
Yeah.
And I think it's okay, because it's a personal. That's a more personal subject.
Yeah.
And so, whatever your personal belief on that is, like, it's great. That's wonderful.
Because I know one of the big things, there's the difference between the older generation of Christians, the younger generation is, the younger generation tends to take a much more humanitarian view of the world, I guess, and other people's opinions, if that makes sense. Kind of, as long as you're not harming somebody else, it's okay, if that makes sense. And I tend to think that's a very common view among most younger Christians, or younger religious people in general, honestly, tend to take a much more liberal view of things than the older generation. I know for me personally, I'm just like you, where I personally would not have sex before marriage, and I hold myself to various other standards as well, and I won't judge other people for what they decide to do, because it is something. What's really interesting is it's a way to figure yourself out. I definitely think that there's such thing as too much. Like, I definitely think that it can turn into a problem, but I think that you should be able to figure that stuff out, because it's such a weird situation.
Because it's different for everyone. It's not. This isn't like one fits all.
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting. So. And also, I kind of, for me personally, part of me is kind of thinking, I'm like, would I have sex before marriage? Because I do want to know if the person I might be marrying snores. That's an important thing to know. I don't want to
have sex to find out.
Well, yeah, you don't. You don't.
You can if you want to.
That would get them the most exhausted.
That's one way to do it. Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't want, marriage night, we're going to bed after the wedding. And then like suddenly I wake up, oh my God, this guy's snoring.
Is that your deal breaker?
That's my deal breaker. You're out. You're out if you snore. I say that as someone who snores like a chainsaw.
Same.
I can snore.
You too. So.
No way. So it's off topic. So do I. Anyway,
we digress.
We're both possessed. It's great.
It's great.
Anyway, but how about you? If you feel comfortable.
Yeah, I am still developing my views exactly on how I feel about sex before marriage. Again, that was like a thing my mom presented to me. She like sat me down one day and she was like, "This is what I did, and you have the option of doing that, and you have the option of not doing that, and whichever one is your decision." Again, honestly, this is again, I'm not judging other people for what they do, but for me personally, I think I have like more of like a thing against masturbation than sex, honestly.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's just like I view sex, especially like in a relationship, that's like something between two people, and it's like an act of love. Hopefully it should be, but like masturbation is more of like an act for the self, and I almost view that as being selfish towards myself. So like I don't know, like I know people enjoy that, and that's like their thing, and like good for you, have fun with yourself and your body.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Fun.
Quote
Have
of the
fun.
day.
Enjoy yourself. Have fun with your body. No, I understand that actually, I've never heard that perspective before.
Yeah.
I normally hear, with the masturbation topic, most of the thing that I hear is it's like
a loophole.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you either hear that it's the loophole, or it's like completely and totally
Disgusting.
off limits,
Awful.
disgusting.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's
Which is interesting.
I don't think it's
devil
inherently
himself, like-
disgusting
Yeah,
or anything.
no,
it's just
it's
like
just-
a thing.
Yeah,
for
no,
myself.
I get that. And I feel like I might actually somewhat share that opinion because I do understand that. Nice.
Yes. Okay.
Right, well, why don't we just use that to move on to the next topic? That's our transition.
Beautiful.
The siren. So,
Have sex, do drugs, play rock and roll.
our father, who are, anyway. So, the media. This has been a topic that, I mean, us Jesus lovers really love the media because
are
it
the
portrays
media.
us. We are the media. No, we are the media here at the Rival. And how? So anyway, in regards to the media and the portrayal of Christians in the media, it's very interesting because most of the time what you see is a very negative portrayal. And that tends to be the case with the news. You never see the good things in the news. You always see the worst because that's the thing that gets the most views.
It's just
Let's
what
be honest.
people want to see. Yeah.
That's what people want to see the world burn.
A flaming train wreck. You can't tear your eyes away from it, even though you think you should, but
You love it.
can't.
You love it anyway. But how do you think? How do you feel about the way the media portrays Christians in views of sex and sexuality? You know, you see things like Westboro Baptist and their signs just screaming out "God hates fags" and "You're gonna burn." You've got Kim Davis, who was a really big one, who just, I mean, really didn't make us look good in all her interviews. Sounded like an idiot. You never see an attractive Christian on television.
That's because we're all here, but
CNN,
that's fine.
interview me. All right, I'm hot. Come on, like.
I will
Talk
take
to
your
me
questions now.
about these things. Like, come on. I look great. Why are we interviewing Kim Davis with her weird bangs and...
Now is not the time to judge her for her looks.
Okay, well, you know what?
But anyway.
What else are we going to do here? Anyway, so how do you feel about that? How has it made you feel?
Another interesting topic. The way that the media portrays Christians is interesting to me because I've never seen a Unitarian church on TV. I've never seen a non-denominational church on TV. I'm sure they're
it's
there.
Baptist and Methodist
It's
and Catholic.
always that's
Is it Methodist?
Well, I've seen Methodist twice, but it's mainly Baptist
it's,
Catholic.
It's
Is
Baptist
it
and
Methodist or
Catholic, and
United
it's-
Methodists? Those are two different things.
It's like it's the
fire one.
That would be the
One with the fire symbol. Is that just
United
fire
Methodist is like
symbol.
the cross with the little flag. Not flag, it's like a scarf almost going around it.
Okay, no, the other one.
Yeah.
See, this is
Sorry,
why I'm
off
not
to-
denominational.
go,
I don't
just
even
go,
understand.
just keep talking, sorry.
Yeah, no, I just find it interesting that like you never see a Unitarian church. You don't see the Orthodox church. You don't see it's just like the things you don't see would give you such a good picture of really what it's like, and the things they choose to focus on, like Westboro Baptist Church.
Yeah.
They're not even Christian.
Exactly.
I would argue they're not even Christian, and I'm not really sure why
real
that's.
church.
Yeah,
It's
I'm not
not,
sure why
it's
it's
not.
associated with Christianity. I don't understand.
I wouldn't even
but
go so far as to call. I mean, it's a hate group. I
it
mean,
is.
come on.
No, it really is. It's
Westboro Baptist,
unbelievable.
KKK, like literally the worst,
Don't
the
get it,
worst,
man.
and they use Christianity as their platform. I mean, and it really is awful because that's everything the Bible says is not.
Well, because it detracts from everyone else who we don't hold the same beliefs as you, and now you want to be included in with the rest of us.
I know for me, it's really influenced the way people view me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it is. I have gotten a lot of really awful comments because of my faith, because I am very open about it. People know that I'm a Christian.
yeah.
I'm not ashamed of it at all. But the thing is, you'll often get comments where they're like, oh, well, you must hate everybody. You're disgusting. You judge everyone.
Well,
I'm
it's
like,
even the things they don't say.
Yeah.
They won't say things.
They won't say
but
things
then
you
you
know.
can tell that there are just things they're thinking, and they'll assume things about you that quite frankly aren't true.
Exactly.
It's just what they've seen or heard.
I always see that as like an opportunity to just like demonstrate love towards
To
people and get
demonstrate
them
what it really means.
just like not being judgmental towards them
Yeah.
for being judgmental towards us,
no.
because there's definitely a reason that people feel that way, and it's like a legitimate fear. Like, is this person going to hurt me?
Right.
Are they
Yeah.
someone I shouldn't be around? So it's just like,
No,
just love everyone.
And I mean, it's
Love
not like it's
everyone.
their fault for
Because it's the
You know,
media. I mean, that's all that they see.
using their eyes to see and their ears to hear. I mean, it's not their fault for these things, but
And also in movies, whenever you see, I mean, okay, you know what? Here's a movie, Easy A. There's an interesting movie with an interesting
It is.
portrayal of Christians.
I haven't seen it, but I
You've
love Emma
never
Stone.
seen Easy A.
I mean,
Great movie, iconic. What
it
a
is.
queen.
You need to watch it, but also,
my love of my life. But anyway, very interesting because
she's
in
my
there
wife,
you
she just
got
doesn't know yet. Anyway, sorry.
you've got this girl, super judgmental, just a mean girl in general, and this is the bad guy basically in the movie, who claims to be a part of a Christian club on the college campus in Easy A. I'm trying to remember everything
Not
about it, the
remember that
details.
one. Yeah.
But it was super because she just was a grade A jerk, was super hypocritical, and it really, first off, I remember distinctly how it made me feel when I watched it, because I was like, I've never done that before, nor have I known anybody who's acted like that. Or I thought I didn't. And then when I really looked at the community around me, I realized, first off, it's mainly the older generation. We're going to blame old people on this one.
Old people take this one. Yeah.
Well, because they're so set in their ways, and wow, I feel like I'm talking like I feel like a jerk. I feel like such a millennial right now.
When
Wow.
we,
But
when
anyway.
we get there, though, this
Yeah.
is understanding that when we get to that point,
It
they'll
will not
also
be
be
the same.
set in our
Exactly.
ways. They may be a little different, but we're not going to change how we feel when we're 85 about to die.
And
You know, like,
exactly.
I hope I can.
I'm not changing my
honestly.
ways.
Yeah, I hope I could. Yeah, I hope I can see other people's points. But it's just interesting because it's not. First off, let's just get this straight. Christians aren't lame. We're not all lame losers who stay in our homes and read the Bible all day. Can we get that out of the way? Because
Okay,
I can have fun.
please.
I like.
Christians
we're not
can
all
have fun,
celibate.
too.
Yeah, we're not all celibate. Like we're not all monks. Like, come on, I've drunkenly
You're not
made
a
out
monk?
with quite a few
What?
people. What?
You're not a monk?
Sister
I'm not a-
Susan, excuse me. What are you saying?
Yeah,
What is
I mean,
this?
we're allowed to.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're allowed to,
Yeah, again,
you know,
like we're allowed to
enjoy things.
enjoy things to go crazy. I'm allowed to do like drink 4 cans
Oh,
of
that's
Green
another
Apple
thing.
4 Loco and then make out with
But
the
do you
guy.
want to?
But like,
do you want to
course,
drink
like,
Four Loko?
Does anyone want
Our camera lady is like shaking her head.
Also,
I don't know if
She's
she's
like,
disappointed
no,
in me or
probably
just
not.
doesn't want
all of
to.
those things?
Maybe not talk about underage drinking so directly.
Or we could just pretend that I'm not underage and I'm a 21-year-old who's a freshman.
Some part of that conversation is getting cut
So
out.
the media portrays us as very, very, just like in such a, there's strict boundaries that the media, I guess, sets
Yeah.
for what we're expected to be in
Exactly,
society. And
yeah.
we're
And
not.
that's not that's not an accurate viewpoint.
Yeah.
Get to know people. Don't judge everyone off the media. Get to
was-
know people first.
There was that one guy on Glee with the dreads who was like the chill Christian.
Oh, thanks, Glee. Glee's so unproblematic.
Glee does so
It's
good.
very
So good.
problematic, but
Is it problematic? I don't watch it.
There's this whole arc where like a character has bulimia and they just make it
Oh.
worse, and then they just leave it, and I
Oh.
got so upset with that.
Oh,
Nice.
that's problematic. All right,
that was
never
very
mind.
problematic.
Glee does not have the Rival Roundtable approval. No
I mean,
stamp of
we're
approval
all
for Glee.
flawed, so it's understandable. It's okay. It's all right.
Wow, where are we going with this?
I don't know.
Let's wrap up. Yeah, I'm so sorry. That got off topic very quickly. Anyway, that was a great discussion. I think that really cleared up a lot of things. Hopefully that helped change some people's views on Christianity, or college students who are Christian, and make people understand that we're not all crazy hermits who read the KJV all day and
Right.
scream on the streets and
Oh,
hand you
yeah,
pamphlets
you
with
know.
people jumping into pits burning just with homosexual like on the side of it. God, I love those pamphlets. Thanks,
artistic.
Charleston.
When you said jumping into pits, I just immediately thought the mosh pit, and I was like,
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you thought that.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, what a great way to close it. Mosh pits. Catch us next time when we talk about Christianity and mosh pits. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, but
But yeah, so I think this is a great place for us to end this lovely conversation. Thank you so much
Well,
for
thank you
coming.
for having us, Susan.
Yeah, thank you for joining us here at the Rival Roundtable. We'll catch you next time on whatever topic we decide to do. Adios, my dudes and dudettes and others.